Hello everyone. In this session, I will explain AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery. We will cover topics that is what it is, why we need, and what are the key features, architecture overview, and its advantages, use cases, and pricing things. And the last, I'll show the practical session of the AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery. So let's understand what it is. AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery is a service that helps business quickly recover their applications and data during unexpected events like system failures, cyber attacks, or a natural disaster. At the time, this will work. It works by continuously replicating your servers, including operating systems, applications, and databases to secure our AWS environment. And also, if a disasters happen, you can launch these replicated system in AWS to minimize downtime and keep your business running. AWS disaster recovery service is cost effective because you only pay for what you are using during a recovery event, and it simplifies disaster recovery planning by eliminating the need for additional hardware or a complex process. So, why we need elastic disaster recovery? Because to safeguard business against disruptions caused by unaccepted event like hardware failures, cyber attacks, or a natural disaster. And it also ensure business continuity by enabling quick recovery for critical applications and data, minimizing downtime and financial losses. And also, traditional disaster recovery methods can be expensive and complex, requiring additional hardware and maintenance. AWS disaster recovery service simplify the process of replicating your system in a secure cloud environment and activating them only when needed. Make it cost effective and efficient solution to protect your operations and maintain customer trust. So the next topic is key features. So let understand the what are the key features we have in a elastic disaster recovery. So the first one is continuous data replication. AWS disaster recovery services replicates your source systems, that is on premises or a cloud based continuously to AWS. These ensure that all changes, including updates to file, applications, and configurations, are constantly mirrored in real time, maintaining an up to date copy of your system in the cloud. So, the next thing we have is it is a fast recovery. So, in case of any disaster, you can quickly recover your application and infrastructure by launching the replicated server in AWS. These minimize downtime, ensuring business continuity and a seamless experience for end users. So the next feature we have is it is a cross-platform compatibility. AWS DRS supports a wide range of operating systems, applications, and databases, including Windows, Linux, SQL, and custom applications. So these flexibility allow it to be implemented across diverse IT environments without the need for the traditional configuration changes. The next thing we have is a point in time recovery. AWS disaster recovery service offers the ability to restore system to previous point in time. This is particularly useful in scenarios like ransomware attacks or a data corruption where recovering from the last version may not be desirable. The next thing we have is a scalability and a flexibility. Unlike traditional disaster recovery solutions that require significant upfront investment in a hardware and a infrastructure, AWS disaster recovery services scales on demand. You can replicate and recover as many systems as needed with no additional infrastructure cost. Next thing is cost effectiveness. You only pay for what you are using. During normal operation, you pay for the low cost data replication to AWS. In a disaster or testing scenario, you can only pay for the resource consumed when the replicated system are running in the AWS. So these are the key features of AWS disaster recovery services. Let's understand the architecture of disaster recovery services. In this, first thing we have is a source server. So these are the servers or application that exist on your on-premises infrastructure or in other cloud environment. They can be physical or a virtual machines that need to be protected or migrated to AWS for disaster recovery. So the next thing is replication servers. So AWS disaster recovery service uses EC2 instances to replicate the data and state of the source servers. These EC2 instances are managed by AWS and handle the replication process, continuously syncing the data from the source servers to AWS. Recovery. In case of disaster or a failure in the source environment, the flyover process is initiated to the AWS, and at AWS provision recovery instance in an AWS region to take over the workloads and services. So these ensure minimal downtime and a business continuity in case of failures. So here we have some key concepts, that is flyover. In the event of a outages or disaster, flyover automatically shift operation to the AWS environment. Failback after the disaster is resolved. Failback allow you to restore operation to the source environment, ensuring that the system are consistent and are synchronized. Continuous data replication ensure that your data is always up to date, minimizing the data loss. So these architectures ensure high availability and a business continuity by leveraging AWS to provide scalable, reliable, and a flexible disaster recovery capabilities. So let's understand the advantages of AWS disaster recovery services. So first thing is it is a fast recovery. That's the main advantages of the AWS disaster recovery. So it enables fast recover by minimizing downtime during the flyover process. It allows business to achieve recover time objectives within minutes. So reduce the time required to restore operation during a disaster scenario. Data integrity. AWS disaster recovery services ensure data integrity by maintaining a consistent state between the source and the target environment. This consistency grants that critical data remains secure and accurate during the replications, and that the data loss is minimized during a flyover. Global reach. AWS DRS provides the ability to recover workloads across different AWS regions. These global reach allow organization to maintain operation in a multiple geographical location, ensuring high availability and reducing the risk of single point of the failure. Automation is also the advantages of the AWS disaster recovery services. So, it's recovery process through automation. It is predefined script and policies to automate flyover and a recovery task, reducing manual effort and minimizing the potential for human error. This streamlines the overall disaster recovery strategies, making it more efficient and reliable. So let's understand the use cases of AWS recovery, disasters recovery services. First is protect critical business application. Use AWS disaster recovery to safeguard essential business application by ensuring their availability during unexpected outages or disasters. It minimizes the downtime and prevent data loss for mission critical workloads. Multi-region disaster recovery is ideal for organizations require disaster recovery across multiple AWS regions, enabling shift failure over the secondary region to maintain the business continuity. Migration with minimal downtime. It simplifies the application migration to AWS by leveraging AWS disaster recovery service for continuous data replication. So these ensure minimal disruption to operation during the migration process. So, testing disaster recovery plans regularly test and validate disaster recovery strategy without impacting production system. AWS disaster recovery services allow you to perform non-disparative drills to access recovery readiness effectively. So, these are the use cases of the AWS disaster recovery services. So, let's understand the pricings of this. So, replication cost. Yes, charger for data stored in the Amazon S3. You can charge for the data stored in the S3 during the continuous replication from your source servers. So, these costs depends on the volume of replicated data and the storage class selected. What you have been selected. Recovery instances. Costs are incurred only for the EC2 instances and associated resources used during disaster recovery or failure event. These charges apply for the duration that recovery instances are running. Savings. AWS Disaster Recovery Services eliminates the need for expensive on premises disaster recovery hardware and software, significantly reducing infrastructure and maintenance costs while providing a scalable and a reliable recovery solutions. So, these are the pricing of the AWS disaster recovery services. So this is the part of the theoretical session, and let's go to the AWS account. Let's implement on the AWS disaster recovery services. So let's move to the AWS. So let's start with the practical session of Elastic Disaster Recovery. So before configure and initialize the Elastic Disaster Recovery, so we need to install the resources. So we need to create EC2 instances and a IAM rule for this. So so let's open with the documentation. Okay. Let's go and create a EC2 instance. Launch instance. Give the name. So here we need to select the IMA. So here I'm going with the Amazon Linux only. So I'm going with the Linux kernel with the updated one. That's the second one I'm taking. And the instance type we have taken here T2.micro, that is free trial eligible. So if you have a key pair, go with the existing key pair, or else you need to create a key pair. So let's create a key pair. So in the network setting part, so let's The I have taken the VPC, and it's a public IP is enable, and let's create a security group called the rest of the thing will be default. Click on launch instance. So at the same times, let's go and create the IAM role for this. So for this role, they have mentioned some instruction to us what role we need to specify and all. So we need to replicate the things. I'll show you how to replicate the things and all. Um, I'll show you all the steps. Okay. So in the IAM role, what they have mentioned that create a new IAM role with AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery Agent installation policy. So let's go and create a role. Click on create role. So trusted entity service go with the AWS services, and in the use case here we have going with the EC2, because with the EC2 instance we are creating the AWS disaster recovery for replication. So click on next. So here we need to select the role. So we need to check with that role, what role they have given. um, Elastic Disaster Recovery Agent Installation Policy. So see here they have given this policy. So in this policy we don't have that much of updated things. So that's why they have provided the another. See, so go to so instance. So use the role that contain. We need to select this content, that is disaster recovery EC2 instance policy. Let's go and select that policy. So we can see that also here, EC2 instance. So select these policies and uncheck this one. So if you want, you go with that also. So go and click on next. So give the name for this. create role. So what we did, we launched the instance and we created a IAM role. Now we need to modify, that means we need to update the IMA role to the modify to the EC2 instance. So go to instance, select the server and go to action, go to security and modify IAM role that we have created. The elastic disaster recovery, just we have created, select that one and updated IAM role. Now this has been done. Now what we need to do is we need to configure and initialize the elastic disaster recovery first before installing the agent. So let's move to the elastic disaster recovery and just configure the things. So let's go and configure and initialize the Elastic Disaster Recovery for the replicating our servers. So for this, they have given a documentation for us how to replicate the and configuration those things. So let's go and do. So click on configuration and initialize. So here we have 6 steps. So let's do all those things. So in the replicating server configuration, they had selected the VPCs and subnets everything. Instance type will be t3 dot small. If you want, it's for the demo purpose. I'm going with the small one, recommended one. So click on next. So here specify volumes and security groups. So that EBC has been taken for replicating disk over 125 GB. It's a default one. I'm not doing anything here. So here just I'm selecting the security groups. So this security group have been created. So just click on next. So in the data routing and I'm not doing anything. Pinpoint, so snapshot, in how many days in your snapshot will be there, and keep it as this for 1 day. So scroll down, nothing is there. So click on next. So in the automated launch setting, instance type right size and keep it as for the basic. We'll select the instance type, or you want, and you can go with the um, topic you want. Instance types, start with the instance upon launch, and the rest of the thing will be the same. Click on next. So here basic settings, don't do anything. So this will just creating a template. Click on next. So just a review and initialize the things, that's it. This is how we configure and initialize the disasters recovery. So yeah, so click on learn more. So adding source server to our AWS disaster recovery services. So here they have given a two instruction, that is Linux install instruction or a Windows instructions. So we are moving with the Linux installation. So click on Linux installation. So let's connect our EC2 instance. So I'm taking the root access. See, they have mentioned the installation procedure in the documentation. So let's follow the procedure. So the first step they have given that replication installer recovery, latest Linux replicated installer init file. They have given the following. So download the agent installer on your Linux source server. The agent installer download location follow this format. So copy this one and paste the thing here. So here we need to change something. So see, if you are using different region, that Europe, Stockholm, like that, you need to change your region. As of now, no, I'm not changing any region because my region is US East one, and here also it will be US East one also. So that's why I'm not changing. So before doing this step, please change your region to what the region you have been. So see, it is connected and awaiting response 200. Okay, when you check with the things, so see, AWS replication installer has been installed. So the next step what we need to do is, so scroll down, use the following command on your source server in order to run the installation script. So by this we can run the script. So I have given that one and click on enter. So it will ask for the region name. Please provide the region name in which you are replicating this. So I have given. So to replicate some of the disk type of the path of the disk, separate which comma. So click on enter. So see, identify volume of the replication 8 GB, downloading and the finishing installation. So this step has been shown here. See, installation replication agent has been started. See, started, and the next step, it a region we have given, and we have entered the things. All the things will shown here. So let's wait few minutes. Downloading the AWS replication agent onto the source server is finished. Now it's installing the AWS replication agent on the source server. So whatever that we have done in the server, that will be replicated here. So let's wait few minutes. Still it's taking time. Still it's not replicated anywhere. So let's wait another few minutes. So once the installation has been done, I'll get back to you. So see, the everything has been done. Downloading the replication also finished. Installing the replication agent on the source server also finished. Syncing the source servers with the Elastic Disaster Recovery consoles also finished. So let's go and check. It will source network ID, server ID, everything will be created, and the replication agent also successfully installed. So let's go to the this thing and refresh the entire page. So see, it will initialize in the sync. So you can see recover instance. There is no still no there is no recovery instance. So when you go enter to the source server, so you can see with the replication initiation steps. So it will create all these things. You can see, and you can see the server information also, everything you can see, and the hardware, RAM, everything you can see. You can also see with the disk, this is the disk it will configure, and you can see with the replicating settings that the replication instance types we have given at 3 small, and the snapshot retention period we have given for the 1 day. Everything you can check with those things. So see, the replication initialization is started. It's create a security groups and they launch the replication servers also it has been launched. So let's go to the EC2 and check whether the replication server has been started or not, or created or not. So see, Elastic Disaster Recovery Replication Server. Replication server has been created, and also you can see the template also. See, created and use it the Elastic Disaster template has been created, and you can see with the volumes. See, volume also been created, and you can see the snapshot that we have given that also, still it has not created. It's now booting application server. So let's wait few minutes. Authenticate with the servers. Let's check with the So let's wait few minutes, another few minutes. See, it's will creating the staging disk and attaching staging disk. So it started connected agent with the replication server. So let's check whether the snapshot whether it has been. So still it is not replicated. So just wait a minute. Okay. It started data replication now. Data replication progress and initialize started. So once it completed, I'll be back. So now it's ready for recovery. So see the data replication status will be the healthy and pending action initiation drill and replicating from US East 1C to replicating to from 2 it will showing. So let's go enter this. So we need to initiate the recovery job. Here we have two types: initiate recovery drill or initiate recovery. So just click on initiate recovery, and here select a point in time. So here it will asking for point in time at the time what we are given. Use the I'm selecting for the use the recent data. When you click on this at this time, whatever the data you have did, all will be replicated. I'm not using that. Most recent data will be replicating. So I'm initiate the recovery things. So see the job recovery will be created. So view job detail. So job started taking the snapshot. So from this source server, it is started taking this snapshot and finished taking the snapshot. The snapshot has been it is taken. See the source server host IP name is pending. You can go with check with the default replication and default launch. Now conversion started. So let's refresh this page and check whether the new instance is created or not. So see, the conversion recovery instance has been started, because in case of any disasters occurs, at the time it will take the snapshots from your source product, source server, and created those things. So you can see with the conversion has been started with the source server. Job started, it's taken the snapshot and find this finish the snapshot taking, and it started the conversion of that. So you can see the public IP addresses. All the IP addresses were different. So the conversion will started. Let's wait few minutes. The conversion has started. Let's wait. Yes, I need to show you one thing. So see the snapshot also created. See, snapshot 3 snapshot has been created. Let's refresh this once again. Still the conversion is happening. Oh yeah. See, for the recovery replication server, the instance type will be the T3 small, and for the conversion one, it will be the M file larger, and it will be a chargeable. That's why I'm not doing anything here. I'm just showing the how the replication will occurring and how the conversion will happening. I'll showing, that's it. So see, the conversion server has been stopped. That means at take the snapshot and see what the recovery should be done, and it has been done by conversion servers, so that's why it has been terminated. So we can see this status here also. So the conversion succeeded, the conversion has been succeeded, so that's why the instance has been stopped. See, the instances is terminated. So let's check. So see, it started launching the recovery instance for us. So what that did is now, so just we have created the server, right? So for that server, it will create a replication server, and from that replication server, it's starting reading the snapshot and taking the snapshots, and everything will be converted by that. So now what will it doing? It's launching a recovery instance same instance for us. So let's go and check whether the recovery instance is created or not here. Yeah, it has been started and also stopping. So okay. See, stopping. So the recovery instance type is C file larger. Mm, refresh this page. So it already started launching the recovery instance. So let's go and check whether the recovery instance is created or not. So still the recovery instances are not created. Still it has not created. So let's go and check with the recovery job history. What the status we have as of now. So still it's started launching recovery instances. So we should wait a few minutes. What's the status? I think we need to wait for some another time. While refreshing the entire page, let's check with the instance recovery. So S. The recovery instance has been replicated here, but it's still not yet started for replicating. So reserve direction launch state. So we can go and check with the things what the update we have. So successfully launched recovery instance and the job has been ended. So the what job we have specified, it will created recovery instances and it will end the job. So let's go to the recovery instance and just refresh this page. So see the thing will start running now. That's the recovery instances is starting. So, but whatever the source requests are coming to this IP address, it will satisfy and go back to the servers and running everything smoothly. So this is how the thing will work, and you can go and check with see this is created but not yet started as of now. So let's wait few minutes. So whatever the request is coming to the source, that will the main server, it will redirect it to this the EC2 internal server. So still it has not started. I can go on this. So the job finish status has not shown yet. Started taken at 4:04. I think again it started to take the backup. I think so. So once the recovery has been done, you can launch for failback also. So as of now, I'm stopping the replication. So let's go and delete all the created resources. First thing, stop the source server. So it's ready for recovery. It's stopped. Now disconnect for the AWS resources. So okay, we need to firstly we need to delete the recovery instance. So select this, go to action and delete recovery instance. You are about to permanently delete. Yes, click on delete. It's okay. We must disconnect this first. So disconnect from AWS. Disconnect. So now we can delete this. So the recovery instance has been deleted. Then go with the source server. Now we need to start deleting this. Delete server. Can't delete. Why? Disconnect. So it's successfully disconnected now. So delete the server. Permanently delete. So the source server deleted and the recovery instance is also deleted. So launch server. So it's not replicating. Leave as recovery job instance. So don't worry about this. It's just a log of your created things. That's it. And default replication. So don't worry about all these things. So go to instances and select all the servers and terminate those things. So the instance has been so, and we need to delete the launch template also. So let's go and delete the launch templates. So first, okay, delete. So the template has been deleted. So let's go to the volumes. So we need to see how many. volumes it has been created. We need to delete first this. Oh, we can't delete this one. I think so. Let's try to delete the snapshots also. Delete snapshots. So the snapshot has been deleted. So refresh this. Yes, every instance has been deleted. Launch template also deleted. You can click on delete volumes. Everything has been deleted. So once you created resources, please try to delete all those things because it's a chargeable one. So that's why I'm telling. So that's all about the practical session of AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery. Thank you.